Hello and all, it's Nerdcraft here, bringing you Game 2 of this Best of 3 series here. Spawning on the lower left-hand corner of the Tall Dream altar is going to be our Red Terran player, EmpireKas, who says, good game, good game, good game, good luck, have fun. And his opponent spawning on the lower right-hand corner, this is lower left-hand corner, I said lower right-hand, my apologies. Spawning on the lower right-hand corner of Tall Dream altar is going to be our teal Terran player hailing from the country of South Korea, and the team oGS is going to be none other than Supernova, who did a little color change there. I guess he thought, well, I'm not feeling the color blue. I lost that. I've noticed that there's actually some players who every time they lose, they do change their color. So that's pretty interesting thing I thought right there. So what exactly are we going to be happening in this game? Well, it's hard to say, really. I mean, it's a TVT on Tall Dream Altar that we can see anything from super late game mech into even Sky Terran games, which go into about an hour because it's just Tall Dream Altar is so large. And at the same time, we can see a lot of aggression come out on Tall Dream Altar. A lot of people, especially on ladder, do very aggressive builds on Tall Dream Altar just because it's a kind of a metagame thing. When I go on to Tall Dream Altar, I come in with the mindset of I'm going to fast expand. I maybe even do a command center first, and I'm going to, make sure that I can get those 2 base really fast, and then a 3rd base really early, so I can start, really getting a large army up. Well, and then I'm going to harass while I do this. So, and then I've lost so many times on Tall Dream Altar to people who just, 2 racks and bring in a lot of Marines just because I didn't have the units to handle that because I committed so much to economy. We see that the refinery is up for Supernova right before the barracks, so this is most likely going to be a Reaper expansion. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. In fact, I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it's going to be a Reaper expansion. We see the tech lab coming up. So far all my indications are right. Second gas is going to be coming up as well, which is a little more interesting to see because you usually don't see the second gas right after a Reaper expansion. This could indicate he's going to go into like early tanks, Blue Flame Hellions, or maybe even Cloaked Banshees, because 2 gas you always get Cloaked Banshees. Reaper coming up on his way. Supernova scouting Kas over here. Sorry, I hit my desk with my hand as I brought my hand up. So Supernova knowing where Kas is, he knows where to bring that Reaper right away. Kas is going to come in here and get the full scout. He's going to, oh, well, is he? Actually, he's going to see that there is indeed a, ooh, Kas. Man, that's not good. Kas did not scout. Really? Oh no, that's not good for Kas at all. Sorry, my mouse suddenly went wild. That's why it keeps going really fast. I don't know if I keep hitting the DPI button, but Kas did not see Supernova. He's going to realize that he scouted wrongly when he finally gets up to here, and that's not going to be good at all. We see that the factory is on its way and a second Reaper as well. So looks like we are going to possibly see some sort of Banshee aggression too, and here comes the Reaper. And I like where the Reaper actually came from. He came from up here, which kind of shows that, oh yeah, hey, I'm up here. And Kas thinks he's up there. 2 Marines there to try and intercept that Reaper. But of course, Reapers are actually really good against Marines. You just have to micro them properly. And we can see that Reapers and Marines going to try and engage there. The second Reaper is on its way. The expansion is about to finish up for Kas, 27-27, so a little supply block there from Kas. Not going to be good, but as soon as that expansion finishes, he's going to be just fine. The second Reaper coming up here, the Grim Reaper has arrived, or whatever it was. Did you, I can't really, the Grim Reaper has arrived, or something like that. I try and, a little fun thing I like to do to practice my voices, because a lot of people say I have a really good voice and I can do a lot of different voices, so I try and do it. I think of certain units and I try to imagine if I was their voice actor, how would I do it. The third Reaper looks like it's going to be left behind, possibly forgotten. Cloaked Banshees are on the way, so yes, it is going to be Reaper Hellion into Cloaked Banshee, which is really, it's going to be really devastating for Supernova. This is a highly aggressive opening, and that Reaper going down, the second Hellion coming in, the same with the third Reaper, but unfortunately it's just like he came too late, so he wasn't able to keep the 3 Reapers. Throwing a grenade at the command center, and what does Kas have? He does have 2 Marines and SCVs, but Reapers are just so good at quickly cleaning things up. Many people would argue that Reapers are a little overpowered, but they're too squishy to be overpowered in my opinion. They only have 5 health and very little armor. 2 Marines are finally coming out here. or 3 actually, one getting instantaneously roasted, and this one getting a little roasted again. This Hellion is very far down on health, 2490. oGsSuperNova is going to be expanding here after this, and the Banshee, I don't know if the first Banshee, yes, the first Banshee has finished. Cloak is not done yet, though, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a GG come out of Kos from this at all, because he has nothing. I mean, he doesn't even have an engineering bay. He only has 5 Marines, which, of course, you know, is a good number to take out Banshees, but Banshees can take out quite a bit of Marines when not microing properly. He does actually have an engineering bay out, so my mistake. He's going to try and get that turret up. Cloak is not done yet. Now it's going to finish here. Going to Cloak right away. Going to try and make sure he can get that turret up. He doesn't want to lose too many Marines, and he doesn't want to waste scans on this, but he is going to put down a scan, which was a very bad scan at that. I don't want to always say it's a bad scan, but just like the fact that the Marines weren't there where the scan was, he just wasn't able to utilize the destruction on that Banshee. So you can see the 2 missile turrets are up, and the problem with using those scans is that since Kos has, you know, lost a lot of SCVs, he's lost 12 already, he wants to make sure that he has the supply for mules. I don't know why he lowered that supply depot. I was like, I can protect it with the ground! So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. How much Marines are out? 8 Marines for Kos right now, and 26 SCVs to 29 SCVs of Supernova, but he also has 3 mules for Kos as well. So, supply block going up here because of that supply depot right there. Kos is not really paying much mind to this. There's a second Banshee over there, but the problem with those turrets is that it's going to easily be repelled, and I just really love how Kos spreads his turrets. I just want to point this out quickly. He puts turrets here in this area and in this area, so that way he has a full cover of the mineral line, and he's not like he's not like making the SCVs have to go around it. Me, I usually put turret, but I don't get a really good spread of it that much, so you know, this is a really efficient way of doing the turrets. The starport is coming up right now, and reactor on the factory, so we're going to see Hellions quickly coming up. Probably not, actually. Starport is going to, the reactor most likely going to be used for the starport, so you can get a lot of medevacs and Vikings out, just trying to deal with those Banshees. Bunker has been finished for Supernova, so he is, you know, he's keeping in mind that he has to protect his front, and you know, he's definitely doing that. Kos is going for a bio build by the looks of everything. You know, these 2 Banshees coming in again. Going to lose 1 to that missile turret. Not only 1 missile turret at this mineral line instead of 2. So yeah, that's what's going on right there. Sorry if it kind of seemed like I was pausing or not really talking much about anything effectively, because my mom actually just walked into my room and she like watched me cast, and then she like put her head like right in front of me. It's like, I'm here. It's like, yes, I know you're here. I want to say hello, but I gotta wait for this game to finish. Oh man, luckily my parents are very supportive of me casting. They're not like, oh, you're wasting your time or anything like that. My dad actually suggested to me, why don't you, because I was having a hard time in college last semester, he's like, why don't you just not go to college and try and make something out of this casting thing? I was like, well, I really want to go to college because I really like to learn stuff, and I'm doing a biotech molecular biology major. I mean, come on, that's freaking awesome. I love doing that. We see a double medevac drop going to come up. Is this Banshee going to see it, though? She is not, unfortunately. Her pay is going to be cut if that does a lot of damage. And noticing there's not as much Marines as there was, I mean, you'd wonder if Supernova thinks there's something coming up. We have a 101 supply to 79. If we check out the Army supply, definitely in favor of Supernova, and we see that there is indeed a Marine push with medevacs and a single Hellion coming into the front. Going to stim right into that bunker, and going to go down right away. These drops making their slow way all the way over. Oh, that was a pipe. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was like, I was like, oh, that was a water pipe. I thought it was my computer. I'm like, no. So these Marines are going to do a lot of devastating destruction to this base. It's 56 supply to 105. I don't even want to look at how much. 28 SCVs have been lost in total for Kos, and it's 31 to 25. The SCVs pulling forward, and GG comes up from Kos. Supernova is going to be able to take this game. We can see that the drop, the reason he had to GG was because this drop came in, and there was stuff ready to take it out. We can see the majority of it was taking out. These tanks were ready to go and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I enjoyed casting it. Please subscribe to my channel so you can you know, see the rest of this series. Well, of course you'll be able to see the rest of the series if you don't. I say this exact same thing all the time. But yeah, please subscribe to my channel so that way you can see when these videos come out. If you enjoyed them that much, you can also stick around for game number 3, which is going to be coming up for you shortly. Ace match, it's best of 3 series and everything. Who's going to be able to take it? Is Kas going to be able to defeat the Korean powerhouse, or is Supernova going to be able to prevail over him? Stick around and see what happens in the next game. See you then.